President Barack Obama and Republican nominee Mitt Romney went head-to-head for the final time this campaign season. NCTV 17's Jordan Abudayyeh takes a look at what this last debate means as Election Day gets closer.
Election Day is just around the corner, and the candidates squared off in the last debate that focused on foreign policy.
Because our purpose is to make sure the world is peaceful. We want a peaceful planet. We want people to be able to enjoy their lives and know they're going to have a bright and prosperous future and not be at war.
The world needs a strong America, and it is stronger now than when I came into office. Because we ended the war in Iraq, we were able to refocus our attention on not only the terrorist threat, but also beginning a transition process in Afghanistan.
But it didn't take long for the conversation to sway back in a more familiar direction. North Central College political science professor Stephen Caliendo wasn't surprised by the shift.
And they were trying to work in domestic policy issues, which of course is what most voters care about. And so there were some awkward moments there when the question was about foreign policy, but the answer was about education or tax cuts or something along those lines.
Another shift, the candidates agreed with each other on a lot of the actions taken overseas. Professor Suzanne Chad says their differences are more apparent in their perceptions.
And I think that's something that voters need to think about, is when they look at what we've done, how do they feel the world views us? And the candidates have very distinct ways in which they talk about that.
The candidates won't have another chance to differentiate themselves face to face. So where does the election go in the final push?
These last 2 weeks, I think what the president needs to do is really lay out in a more clear way what the next 4 years will look like. And with Governor Romney, I think what he's been doing has been useful. So he's attacking the president, but he's really trying to be specific in what he's going to do. He's trying to be specific.
But there's going to be a lot of money spent in the next 2 weeks to try to convince a handful of voters to move from one side to the other, or more importantly, to come out and vote. And that's what's I really think going to be the critical part of this election, is that each side mobilizes its base and its core of supporters and gets them to the polls on Election Day.
The end of the election will likely focus on key swing states like Ohio, Florida, Virginia, and North Carolina, where each candidate needs crucial votes. I'm Jordan Abudayyeh reporting for Naperville News 17.